Well, folks, it's a beautiful day here in Winnipeg. Before you keep going with this video, though, make sure that you've finished the pages that are 20, 21, and 22, and I'll give you the answer key now, okay? But if you haven't, stop the video now before it's too late. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so we've got the true-false section. The first true-false might be surprising to you that the answer is actually false, because it seems like tolerance and uncertainty mean the same thing. They seem to be the same. But actually, tolerance is the same thing as precision. Okay, tolerance is going to equal precision. Okay, and uncertainty is actually half of precision. So uncertainty we could think of as half of tolerance. Okay, 10 feet 2 inches is equal to 124 inches. That one is also false. 10 feet is 10 feet times 12 inches for every 1 foot, which gives me 120 inches. And so 10 feet plus 2 inches is 120 plus 2. This is actually 122 inches, not 124. Okay, let's continue. All right, we're asked for some conversions here. 20 yards is equal to how many feet? Well, the answer first is 60. Where do I get that? Well, because I'm taking 20 yards and I'm multiplying it by the fact that 3 feet is the same as 1 yard. Okay. The way I set up this fraction, by the way, I choose to put the thing I'm eliminating in the denominator and the thing I want in the numerator. And the reason to always set it up this way is that the old unit will cancel, the yards go away, and what we're left with, well, that's the unit we wanted, which is feet. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, 20 times 3 gives you 60, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Okay, I'll just give you the other 3, and your wonderful, lovely substitute teacher can help explain each of these other ones to you. So the next one is 2.7. 20,000 meters is 20 kilometers. And 45 miles, oh man, I'm going to need a calculator for this. Hey, wait a minute, how can I do this one? I don't seem to have enough information. None of the top seems to tell me how to go from miles to inches, right? So, I mean, I really have 2 options. I could panic and stop, or I could just think about it for a sec. I can't turn miles into inches directly, but I can say every mile is 5,280 feet. And so I could, as just kind of a first step, say 45 miles is equal to 45 times 5,280. That's 237,600 feet. Now how do I turn that feet into inches? Well, every foot is 12 inches, so times 12 gives me 2,851,200 inches. That's a lot of inches, okay? Considering the fact that an inch is traditionally a thumb, that would be quite a lot of thumbs to lay out, if you think about it. Okay, next. Draw 5 bullets on the target below that show good precision but bad accuracy. Well, good precision means everything is going to be close together. Bad accuracy means that all the shots will be sort of far off the center. So that would be, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that, for example, would do it. Okay, all the shots are really close together. That's good precision, but they're off the center, so it's bad accuracy. All right, next page, question number 4. State the precision and uncertainty for the following. Okay, The precision is the smallest unit of measurement that we are able to measure. In this case, the precision is 0.1 feet. Okay, that's the lowest unit of measurement. I can measure to the nearest 0.1 feet. So I could have measured 12.4 or 12.5 or 12.6 or 12.7 or 12.8, etc., etc. Okay, the smallest unit of measure that I've got there is 0.1 feet. Now, what about uncertainty? Uncertainty is that whole plus minus dealio. And uncertainty is just plus or minus half of precision. And so divide that by half and you find you get 0.05 feet. Okay, next question. Again, I'm given a decimal place, this time 3 decimal places. So this is accurate to a precision of 0.001 grams. It's accurate to 3 decimal places. Okay, so for example, I could have measured 55.388 was a possibility. We didn't measure that. We measured 55.389, but it was possible to measure a little bit different. So we could say the precision is to 0.001 grams. And our uncertainty, that's the plus minus half of precision, which gives you 0.0005 grams, a really small amount. Question 5. A post office employee calculates the weight of 2 packages to be 200.0 kilograms and 4.0 kilograms. And it wants us to state the measurements in the form of measurement plus or minus uncertainty. So, it's 200 plus or minus, and 4 plus or minus something. Well, what's that something? Well, look at this. Each of these numbers is precise to 0.1 kilograms. So the uncertainty is the plus minus that's half of that, which is 0.05 kilograms. Okay, voila. Next, if the packages were sent together, what would the weight and uncertainty be of the package? Okay, well, if we put them together, well, we'd add up 200 plus 4 is 204.0. What about the plus minuses? Well, each of those is itself an error. The first one is 0.05 and the second one is 0.05. I add those two together and that happens to just give me 0.10 kilograms. Okay, next. A machine making metal equipment has a nominal value of 2 plus or minus 0.050 inches. Okay, what are the lowest and highest acceptable sizes that the machine can make? Well, that's just saying what's the minimum and the maximum size here. Well, the minimum would be 2 minus 0.05. Oh, that's 1.95 inches. And the maximum, well, the nominal is 2. And we could add up to 0.05. And so that gives me 2.05 inches. And what is the tolerance? Well, we'd previously seen one formula for tolerance was maximum minus minimum. And if you do that here, you get 0.100 inches. You could also find it by saying this. That margin of error there at the top, that's 1/2 of tolerance. And if you take that 1/2 tolerance and you multiply it by 2, hey, guess what? You get the same thing as what max minus min gives us. You get 0.1. Last question here. Find the tolerance level and the upper and lower limits of the area of the given piece of sheet metal. I'm going to pause this and write out my answer now and then unpause. Okay, welcome back. Well, I just took a moment now to just do some calculations on my own to catch up to you. I just asked myself, what's the minimum? That's in red here. Well, at a minimum, the size is 5.8 by 1.7, which if you multiply that together gives you an area of 9.86 meters squared. What about the maximum? That's in blue down here. The maximum size is 6.2 meters by 2.3 meters, and multiplying those gives us a maximum area of 14.26 meters squared. All right. Well, what is that? That tells us the upper and lower limits of the area, but what's the tolerance? Well, tolerance is max minus min. Okay. What am I going to get when I do maximum minus minimum? I'll type that into my calculator, and I get 4.4 meters squared. Okay, so that's my tolerance level right there. All right. Okay, well, that's actually it now for that round of review. I hope that went well. Now we have this one that has this explosion to start off. You can write BAM or whatever in there. And so this is a long section of review. It's really comprehensive. It's very good. And in this section of review, one of the bonuses is that at the back of the package, there is a complete answer key for everything from here. Okay? So from here now, it's going to be time to work on this review. As well, it's going to be time to write out your reference sheet. Okay? Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, productive class here. Bye for now.